he would like it. In fact, I said to them, I hope somebody does this to all my crap demos when I'm dead. Make them into hit songs.
Und bis dahin bleibe ich. Tschüss, euer Ilja. Auf Wiedersehen.
I think the most memorable thing really was the fact that it came off and that it worked, because there was very little time preceding the concert to organize it. The concert happened to be on August the 1st because that was the only day Madison Square Garden was available. So it was pure coincidence, and all the people that were assembled with very short notice, very little rehearsal. Some cases there was no rehearsal. I managed to do a little bit with the horn players and with the rhythm section, but that was the main thing, that it actually worked. Well, the main objective at that point in time for the concert was not so much to try and raise a lot of money. I mean, that was a secondary kind of thing. The most important thing was to point out the fact that at that stage, Pakistan was having a war with Bengal, and that these people were getting killed and wiped out, and there was a lot of countries were supporting Pakistan with armaments and stuff like that. So it really was to bring world attention to the fact that the Bengalis were being treated very poorly, and then secondly, maybe to raise people's awareness and hopefully get some money that may help in some way that situation.
I'd like to bring on a friend of us all, Mr. Bob Dylan.
What you pay to do if you want to sing the blues that you know it don't
It was a question of phoning really just the friends that I knew and see who was available to turn up. So yeah, I just was just a telephone calls really. I spent 1 month, I think the month of June into half of July, just telephoning people. So that's how it happened.
First part of the concert is going to be an Indian music section.
There's been $13.5 million that's come directly from the concert and from the record and film that was out originally, things like Band-Aid and stuff. But you have to remember that was at a time when nobody was really aware of this kind of benefit concert. Certainly there hadn't really been anything like that. And of course, $13.5 million back then was probably worth much more than it is now. But hopefully this CD coming out will, it has the ability to maybe make another 5, 10, who knows, if you all go out and buy it.
Stepping out this old brown shoe. Oh, baby, I'm in love with you. So glad you came here. Won't be the same now, I'm telling you. You know, you picked me up for words I'm trying to drag me down. And when I see your smile, replacing every thoughtless frown. Got me escaping from this zoo. Oh, baby, I'm in love with you. So glad you came here. Won't be the same now, I'm telling you. If I grow up, I'll be a singer. Wearing rings on every finger. Not worrying what they or you say. Live a love and maybe someday. Who knows, baby, you may comfort me. my love is something you can't reach it. Take me faster than the weather. You and me should get together. Who knows, baby, you may come for me. I want the love of yours. Is that love is something I need? Make you early start, making sure that I'm not late. Your sweet softly by me like you. Oh baby, I'm in love with you. That I came here won't be the same now, I'm telling you. So glad you came here, won't be the same now, I'm telling you. So glad you came here, won't be the same now when I'm with you. Oh yeah, yeah. Have you seen little piggies crawling in the dirt? And for all little piggies, life is getting worse. Always having dirt to play around in. Have you seen bigger piggies in their starch white shirts? You will find the bigger piggies stirring up the dirt. And they always have clean shirts to play around in. And aimless dies with all the backing. They don't care what goes on around. And in their eyes, it's something lacking. What they need is a damn good whacking. Everywhere, lots of piggies playing piggy pranks. And you can see them on the trotters down at the piggy banks. Paying piggy thanks to the Pig Brother. Everywhere there's lots of piggies living piggy life. You can see them out for dinner with their piggy wives, touching forks and knives to eat their bacon.
The good news is that George Harrison is healthy and happy. The bad news is that he's healthy and happy without John, Paul, or Ringo.
2, 3, 4.
Before this dance is through, I think I love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me.
You remember these young men. 12 years later, it seems they made those hard days' nights more than a little easier to take. But 12 years later, they're out on their own, men in their 30s now. And the long hair that raised havoc in 1964 seems close-cropped and oh so boyish today. Still, their music made a generation free, a generation that waits for the promise of good day sunshine from Beatles together or apart. Today at a press luncheon, George Harrison unveiled a new song, a new album, and a brand new record company.
It's like gold.
This song, called This Song, was written in reaction to a copyright suit against Harrison. But this song, the lyric goes, is a simple song. It don't infringe anybody's copyright. No, this is not the somber, magical, mystical George we used to know. The music is happy. George is happy, but happy enough for a Beatles reunion? That's a question I had to ask.
You know, we've all leading our own lives. It's been 8 years, really. And I don't think an ad in the paper is going to do the trick. We have to want it personally ourselves, and not just to make $50 million or whatever the figure may be. We must do it because we want to be together as people first, and secondly, to be together for the music, and then everything else would fall into place. But at the moment, everybody is doing their own lives, and it feels to me a bit like saying, please go back to school. You know, that was like our apprenticeship. Yeah.
Harrison on his own feels he's starting a new career, making happy music, working now with Warner Brothers, for him a brand new record company.
It gave me new sort of energy, new hope. You know, just the whole idea of a new deal, a new situation, new people, more incentive, you know, more energy, input from other people, because the old record company, you know, they just took us for granted.
How can you take George Harrison for granted?
It's quite easy. Like this.
Harrison's single is just out and already on the charts. His album will be out soon, and from the pieces I've heard, it's beautiful. But what delighted me most today was I found out George Harrison is 6 months older than I am. Roger?
No comment. Hoping your news is good news, I'm Roger Grimsby.
So young when I was born, my eyes could not yet see. And by the time my first dawn, somebody holding me, they said, I welcome you to Crackerbox Palace. We've been expecting you. You bring such joy in Crackerbox Palace. No matter where you roam, no our love is true. While growing up, we're trying to, not knowing where to start. I looked around for someone who may help reveal my heart. And someone said, while you're a part of Crackerbox Palace, do what the rest don't do. Or face the fact that Crackerbox Palace may have no other choice than to deport you. Crackerbox Palace, we've been expecting you. You bring such joy in Crackerbox Palace. No matter where you roam, no our love is true. It's true, it's true. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. That's all a part of life. and we welcome you to Crack the Box Palace. Been expecting you. You bring such joy in Crack the Box Palace. No matter where you roam, no, our love is true. You bring such joy in Crack the Box Palace. No matter where you roam, no, our love is true.
We're rolling.
2, 3, and we're the Traveling Wilburys.
Great. Got it. Got it.
Great.
You're not seeing my shoe, are you? Wasn't prepared for this. Tony just called us 30 minutes ago.
Kurt, don't lean in at all, please. Don't lean in.
Don't brag.
I wasn't.
No. Just don't.
Don't do anything.
I'm not moving. I'm not going to move. I'll just act relaxed. Okay.
What exactly do you want?
Was a lot of
Just
this.
asking Kurt, did you do like a little setup, like an introduction that you're sitting here with George Harrison?
Stand by, Kurt. 4, 3, 2.
Hi, I'm sitting here with George Harrison, or Nelson Wilbury, I suppose, as you'll be better known soon. George, explain to us the genesis of the Wilburys, if you could.
It's one of those things that I think had you tried to plan it, it would never have happened. It just happened by its own accord.
Like one night, you guys were just
It
all
was
sitting
actually April the 4th this year. I was asked by my record company to give them an extra song to put on a 12-inch extended single for Germany and Great Britain, which I didn't have any extra tunes recorded at the time, so I just thought, well, I'll go in tomorrow, go in a studio someplace, and I'll just write one and do it then. It's only a seaside, like a... So, they want this extra song, so I was having dinner with Jeff Lynne. He was having dinner with Roy Orbison, and I said to Jeff, do you feel like coming along? And he said, sure. Roy Orbison said, well, if you do something, give me a call. I went round to Tom Petty's house to pick up my guitar, which was at his house. And he said, oh, I was wondering what I was going to do tomorrow. And in the meantime, we were, with such short notice, I didn't know of any studio I could find that quickly.
Yeah.
So I called Bob, and he said, sure, come on over. He's just got a little tape machine in his garage. So we went over, and I just made part of the tune up that morning. We went to his house. Jeff and I sat in the garden, finished the tune off. I went in, put it down, wrote the lyrics all together, and mixed it. We did it all, it was all written and done in one day.
How do you write the lyrics all together with like 5 guys in the room? Is that present any difficulties?
It was 5 guys in the garden, actually. We were sitting out in the garden. It was really good. I mean, it just happened that, you know, I got a piece of paper and a pencil, and I said, okay, come on. It's all these great writers now. Let's have some lyrics. And they were saying, well, what's it about? What's it called? And I just kept looking around for a clue of what it was called. And I saw this cardboard box behind the garage door, and it said, Handle with Care. I said, it's called Handle with Care. I said, yeah, okay, that sounds good. And then it was easy. It just started, you know, being beat up and battered around, and somebody else said something else, and that was it. It was written and recorded just on April the 5th.
Was this such a great experience that you decided immediately that you should go ahead and go after an album?
No, I took it to the record company and said, well, there's the extra song for the German market. And they said, oh, God, we can't, you know, it's too good to just throw away like that. So they didn't want to use it.
The Germans wouldn't be happy to hear about that.
So I just had hold of this song for a couple of weeks, and I thought, well, I can't think of what to do with it. I can't put it out as a single for me. It's not on my album. So I thought, well, maybe they'd like to do another 9 tracks. And I asked the other guys, and they said, sure. So we got together in May, and we did it based on the theory that if we could write one tune and record it in one day, then maybe we could write another 9 and record them. So we did that. We just got together, and we just sat down, and we wrote a tune. We put it down on tape, wrote another one, and we did it like that quick. Then later, Jeff Lynne and myself took the tapes and started overdubbing on it, put bass and drums and various instruments on it, but basically it was all written and done instantly.
Is there any common sound to all this stuff, or just certain people come to the fore on certain tracks and others?
Yeah, there's tunes that Bob had the most influence on. It sounds like him, and there's a song which we wrote specifically for Roy, which is very much like an old kind of Roy Orbison song. But it's a good, the album, it's not like we tried to set out to do something that wasn't like going and buying an album of mine or ELO or Tom Petty, Bob Dylan or Roy Orbison. We tried to combine everything, and it's worked very well.
What is this going to be, could you describe this music to someone who hasn't heard it, myself?
Well, I think it's basically it's very up music. It's very up, you know, that is to say, it's danceable, if you like to dance. But, yeah, it's fun. It's just really good, fun music. It says some funny things, and the sound of it, because we all basically tend to dislike computers, and so it's very wooden. I mean, it's the first band that I can think of that's got 5 rhythm guitar players.
But Jeff, too, I imagine you'd be adding something in there.
Yeah, we've added touches here and there, but we've tried to keep it, you know, more or less like it was as we wrote it and did it. It's polished off a bit, but not too much.
Is there some story behind the name The Wilburys that you could perhaps let us in on?
That was last year when Jeff Lynne and myself were doing Cloud 9. I don't know, we probably had too many drinks. We were just talking about something, and this came out, the Trembling Wilburys, suddenly.
Trembling Wilburys?
Yeah. And then it turned into the Traveling Wilburys, and that was it. It was forgotten about, really. And when we recorded this song, you know, I just said to Jeff, this is it. This is the Traveling Wilburys video.
Is there a storyline in the video you could tell us about, or how did the idea come up?
The story to the video is that there's these 5 guys singing a song around a microphone. And I don't think you need much more of a story than that.
How true.
Each person in it has their own story.
It's good for me. Is it good for anyone else out there? Let's ask in the control room. They'll talk back to us.
We love that.
That's good. Disembodied but very personal,
Yeah.
I think.
Good.
That was great.
Can we
I think my leg fell
Larry,
asleep.
do you have now hear this impromptu, please? George, would it be possible to get one or 2 promos from you for shows that will be airing the Traveling Wilburys video? Can you saying it's coming up or something?
Okay.
If you would mind powder. No, do you?
What shall I say? I don't take powder. No.
Larry, can we get
Okay, I'll put my hair down.
Nothing wrong with being shiny. Don't let
No.
I'm not going to be here. I'm leaving.
So I'll just say the
We have
Traveling
something
Wilburys are coming up soon.
Right, we have something written. You can play off it or ignore it. It just has the show's title. If you only use it for that,
Okay.
then that's fine. It'll be put up in there in a second. Okay. Okay. How's Donnie? Great.
Who?
Just say coming up as a sneak preview and in the
Oh, he's very good, thank you, yeah. Danny.
Is the show being taped yet?
Yeah. Danny.
Does he still play? Okay, great.
Play what? He plays piano.
Would you want to do it as a Wilbur?
Yeah, can I see the whole thing?
Can you roll up prompter, please? Up.
And our new video is coming up on...
Now hear this.
What did he say? On our new...
On Now Hear This.
Now Hear This, yeah, okay.
What I'm just being told is it should be said a sneak preview of our new video is coming up
A
on Now Hear This.
sneak preview.
Of our new video. So, and a sneak preview is coming up on Now Hear This. And you can do the last number.
Okay.
Try to
Just roll it.
keep that there.
Handwritten prompter.
Okay,
It's great.
we're set to try it. And once again, the only thing is in a sneak preview of our new video. Let me know when you're set inside. Okay, George. 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Nelson Wilbury of the Traveling Wilburys. And our new video is coming up on Now Hear This. Time to get traveling.
Okay, keep speed going.
Now, what was that about
We can do
sneak
it just the
preview?
same, but instead of saying our new video, say, and a sneak preview of our new video is coming up.
Okay.
Because we're going to air it before the world premiere of the video, and we're just going to tease them with it. So if you can say in a sneak preview or a sneak look at our new video is coming up.
Okay.
Okay, you still rolling? 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Nelson Wilbury of the Traveling Wilburys. And a sneak preview of our new video is coming up on Now Hear This. Is it?
Great. Would you want to try that one?
Is it? It's not coming up on Now Hear This.
Yes, it
The
is.
deal is that the video is world premiering tomorrow night, and we're just showing them like 20 seconds of it on Now Hear This. So it's like, oh, here's a little sneak.
Oh, 20 seconds?
They're the best
The
one.
20 feature you, of course.
Why don't you sneak the whole thing out? That's the thing. You have these, what are they called?
Modern attention spans.
You know, when you get a new video and it's called
Sneak preview.
no, when you call it an exclusive.
Exclusive, yeah.
And it's so exclusive you never see it. That's what happened to Fab. They showed it in January, exclusive, and then we never saw it again. Do you want to do that one again?
One more time, yeah.
So let me see. And a sneak preview of our new video is coming up.
Exactly.
Okay?
Do we have speed? Great. 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Nelson Wilbury of the Traveling Wilburys, and a sneak preview of our new video is coming up any minute now.
Great.
One way, could you do me a favor? Could you do an open for hours?
Hold on 1 second.
Oh.
It's called
Yeah.
The Week in
Kurt
Rock.
wants to
You
do
can
a Week in Rock.
improvise.
The Week in Rock.
Just, hi, I'm whoever. Welcome to The Week in Rock. Or say anything you want. You can be whimsical. It's real.
Week in Rock.
Okay, so this is Week in Rock. Maybe a wake up.
And it's essentially, you know, hi, I'm so-and-so, welcome to The Week in Rock. But you can improvise, you can be extemporaneous, you can be English.
Let me know when
Week
you're ready inside.
in Rock.
Hold on a second. You set inside? Okay, here we go. 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Nelson Wilbury, and I'm watching A Week in Rock, hoping that they're going to play the Traveling Wilburys' new video.
Well done.
Great.
Because
Can
we
I ask you
will.
for one more real quick one? All we need you to say is wake up to MTV. Without saying your name, we'll just cut it in with a whole bunch of other people saying wake up to MTV. It's for our mornings. Kind of an alarm clock rings and different people say wake up to MTV.
Okay.
Isn't that wake up to MTV needs to be the last thing we're doing?
Get a free beer for that.
Let me know when you're ready. Okay. 3, 2.
Wake up to MTV.
Great.
Traveling
Okay, thank you,
Wilburys.
everyone. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Being beat up and battered around, being sent up and I've been shut down. You're the best thing that I've ever found. Handle me with care. Reputation's changeable, situation's tolerable, but baby you're adorable. Handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? Everybody's got somebody Put your body next to mine and dream on.
I've been bumped up and I've been fooled. I've been robbed and ridiculed in daycare centers and night schools. Handle me with care. Been stuck in airports, terrorized, sent to meetings, hypnotized, overexposed, commercialized. Handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? Everybody got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. I've been uptight and made a mess, but I'll clean it up myself, I guess. Oh, the sweet smell of success. Handle me with care.
Are you going out to see Bob since you've been here, or any of these shows he's doing?
Well, I only just got here
Oh.
last night, but I'm hoping to see one of these shows.
Once you get
Mind
up
you,
on
by the time this comes on, it will be all over.
Well, we'll have updates later.
Yeah.
Once you get up on stage and play.
I don't think so. There's nothing much, you know, of Bob's material that I could play on, really. You know, I mean, he play a rhythm guitar, but I mean, he doesn't need anybody. He just needs himself.
What about you? Hey, but I still have to see it. Hey, Peter, how are you? If not for you, babe, I couldn't even find the door. I couldn't even see the floor. I'd be sad and blue. If not for you. If not for you, babe, I'd lay awake each night. Wait for the morning light, them shining through. Not for you. Not for you, my sky would fall, rain would gather too. Without your love, I'd be nowhere at all. I'd be lost if not for you. If not for you, the winter would hold no spring. Wouldn't hear a robin sing. Just wouldn't have a clue. If not for you. Not me and my sky would fall, they would gather too. Without your love, I'd be nowhere at all. I'd be lost if not for you. If not for you, the winter would hold no spring. Couldn't hear a robin sing. Just wouldn't have a clue. If not for you. If not for you. If not for you. Thank you very much. Good evening.
On a Monday afternoon in March, during a light drizzle, wearing a handsome gray suit under his jacket, George Harrison arrived quietly at the back door of Much Music. Cheerful greetings were exchanged.
3 cameras, wow.
Oh, yeah.
No expense for...
Engine problems with the plane in London had necessitated an impromptu early morning Concorde flight and a private jet from New York. But your eager host finally was face to face with one of the legends of popular music.
Very casual setup here. It's an office space. This is my boss, John Martin. Very effective. Admittedly, it's a surprise, but it's a very great pleasure to welcome George Harrison to Much Music. George, welcome.
Good afternoon. Nice to be here.
It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm sorry we couldn't forewarn our viewers, but
That's okay.
it's good nonetheless. Cloud9, congratulations on the incredible success of it. A #1 single, among other things.
Thank you.
It sounds like there's a lot of joy on that record, that you had a really good time making this record.
It was fun, very good fun, you know. We just went out there just to make a nice record and be happy making it, and that's how it came out.
Did the time off between Gontrapo and that record, did that change the way that you worked on the record?
Yeah, it certainly helped, because I was a bit tired of making records by about 1981. Thought I'd have a rest, and by the time I felt like I did keep writing. You know, I got a studio at home, kept writing those years while I never made an album. But during those years, when I felt it was a good time to make a record, but the one thing was to have a producer, because on my previous records I'd worked all alone. I got a bit bogged down, I felt, and I needed a bit of input, you know. So that's when I figured out Jeff Lynne would be good, and so went out and hunted him down and tricked him into producing it with me.
My love, it fits you like a glove. Join my dream, tell me yes, they'll answer the feelings. This is you don't need alright. Take my time, show you cloud nine. Smile on my heart, they were yours from the start. This is you, need it all right.
How did you feel when you heard the McCartney versions of the old songs on Broad Street?
I think they were okay. I didn't notice that they were new versions. I only watched it once. I quite liked it, but I don't really... I remember dancing, all that one about ballroom dancing and stuff. I don't remember the old ones.
He said that he wanted to tackle some of the other old songs, including possibly some of John Lennon's songs, like Beautiful Boy and Imagine. Does that surprise you that he would do that?
Paul?
Yeah.
Maybe because he ran out of good ones of his own.
Well, now we've got that on record.
Well, it's true.